cast, cast, cost. Next, complement, complement. Next, queue, queue. Next, play 3. Why does Clay need money? What is Harry's philosophy? What is Miss McClellan looking for? How does she feel about the children of the town? How does Mary emphasize that there is a pearl in the oyster? What did Clay find near the rock? Next punctuation. All the crows finished, nothing left, he said, but the gong was still breathing and men still being, and Margaret asked, why do you go on with it then? I feel like a salt crystal, he said, in a mountain stream being washed away. We don't belong here. We were Earth people, this is Mars. Next, Mr. Stowell, write a letter to your father, request him to increase your monthly allowance. Write a letter to your father explaining the cause of your failure in the examination. Write a letter to your younger. Now you are welcome to my channel Course Academy, and if you are looking for helpful educational content especially related to physics, chemistry and exam, then you have come to the right place. My YouTube channel Course Academy is dedicated to provide the clear and concise lesson to help you succeed. I regularly uploaded the new videos, especially physics and chemistry and mathematics, and covering all of the topics that related in your textbook. If you find my content valuable, now please request to subscribe the Course Academy my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the future uploads. Your support means a lot of thanks for watching. Here is the most important punctuations of class 11, and please listen carefully and note all on copy separately. No, said the boy, pay the salt, said the king, lest it should become a custom and village be round. Second punctuation is that, are you sure? Laura asked the father. Quietly, Laura wept. We are stranded on Mars forever and ever. They did not know any better, his wife, such ugly people. I am glad they have gone. Next, my dear lady, Mr. Stowell said, do you really think you know your husband? Now, next punctuation is, why me pick up the pocketbooks? Yes, you yourself, but my word of honor never heard of it. Next punctuation, whatever reason he gave, people were not willing to believe those are lying excuses they said behind his back. Next punctuation. Whatever reason he gave, people were not willing to believe those are lying excuses they said behind his back. Next punctuation. Let the water run until it gets warm, she said. There is a clean towel. Next punctuation. Who did this? I asked. Who cleared this land and fenced it against what? Next, it could prove very valuable, he told her monetarily, she challenged. Next punctuation is, look at this Jess, he bragged. Did you ever see better alfalfa grow out of the earth? Next, Mr. Herbert, he said, you were seen this morning to pick up the pocketbook lost by Mr. James. Next, Father, what will we go about our business? Of course, raise crops and children. Wait, keep things going until the war ends and the rockets come again. Next punctuation. After the return to this book, Norma went back to the kitchen and finished washing the dishes. Why won't you talk about it? Norma asked. Next punctuation is that, look, he said to them, You did hear the news the other day, did not you? Next punctuation. I was seen with the pocketbook. Who saw me, Mr. Bandana? The harness man saw you pick up the pocketbook. Next punctuation. Then I want you lost, said the woman. She did not realize him, lady. I am sorry, whispered the boy. Next. No, look what you have done, said Sam. A moment later, you have broken my mirror. Next punctuation is then I want and you know, said the woman. She did not realize him. Next, I was seen with the pocketbook. Who saw me, Mr. Banana? The harness man saw you pick up the pocketbook. Next punctuation. Now you are coming to something, son, he said as he pushed down the top wire so he could cross the fence. This is something I want you to see. Next, anything, Jorkins replied, so long as he sticks it to hard enough and long enough. Next, you get out, said the husband to his wife. Do you want her to die of deep diphtheria? Come on, no, hold her, I said. Next, I worked in a show once when I was 20. I know metal once I get it started, the other will help me, he said. Next punctuation, get me a smooth handled spoon of some sort. I told the mother we are going through with this. Next punctuation is not less, that is the preposition. Mr. Stoward said, would you like me to return the button unit? Next, that is the way, just said my father, pointing with his can across the deep valley below us. I want to show you something you have not seen for many years. Next punctuation. All the crows finished, nothing left, he said, but the gong were still breathing and men still being, and Margaret asked, why do you go on with it then? I feel like a salt crystal, he said, in a mountain stream being washed away. We don't belong here. We were Earth people, this is Mars. Next, Mr. Stover looked embarrassed. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to tell you that, he said. Whatever I assure you, the organization is of international scope. Next, Mr. Hubert, the old man, remembered, understood, and flushed with anger. Him, yes, he saw me pick up the string hair. They went into the living room and Mr. Stover sat in a normal chair. Inside there is a key, the bell unit dome, he said. He set the envelope on the chair side table. Next, well no, I don't remember. They were not they. Next punctuation is they shuddered. All right, take it easy, she said. Why are getting so upset? Next punctuation is no, you are coming something, Swan, he said. He pushed on the top wire so that he could cross the fence. This is something I want you to see. Next, Mrs. Lewis. Yes, this is the Lenox Hill Hospital. Next punctuation is the point is norms. He continued, what is the difference? So you kill. Next punctuation is and suppose the man wanted to be squatting champion of Sahara, said tribute, and could not afford the money to go there. Next, you get out, said the husband to his wife. Do you want her to die of diphtheria? Come now, hold her, I said. Next, I worked in a show once when I was 20. I know metal. Once I get it started, the other will help me, he said. Next punctuation, get me a smooth handled spoon of some sort. I told the mother we're going through with this. Next punctuation is look at the jazz he bragged. Did you ever see better alpha go out of the earth? Next, go about our business of course raise crops and children where to keep things going. Next, you said I would not know the one that died, my dear lady, Mr. Stewart said. Do you really think you know your husband? Next, whatever reason he gave, people were not willing to believe him. Those are lying excuses, they said behind this bag. Next, punctuation. The town's empty, but we found the native life in the hills. So dark people, yellow eyes, the Martian very friendly. And now we are discussing the most important pair of words. Accede, accede. Next, accept, accept. Next, alter, alter. Next, oral, oral. Next, access, access. Next, adapt, adopt, adapt. Next, illusion, illusion. Next, barren, barren. Next, ballot, ballot. Next, born, born. Next, bail, bail. Next, bridal, bridal. Next, cast, cast, cast. Next, complement, complement. Next, queue, queue. Next, canon, canon. Next, site, site, site. Next, dual, dual. Next, dose, dose. Next, foul, foul. Next, fair, fair. Next, further, further. Next, fit, fit, fit. Next, gate, gate. Next, goal, goal. Next, hail, hail. Next, human, human. Next, hue, who. Next, idle, idle. Next, laws, lose, loss. Next, lesson, lesson. Next, minor, minor. Next, moral, moral. Next, marry, marry. Next, principal, principal. Next, popular, populous. Next, pray, pray. Next, pour, pour. Next, rain, rain. Next, road, road, road. Next, right, right. Next, raise, raise. Next, soar, soar. Next, still, still. Next, urban, urban. Next, well, well. Next, vocation, vocation, vocation. Next, yo. Now you are welcome to my channel Course Academy, and if you are looking for helpful educational content especially related to physics, chemistry and exam, then you have come to the right place. My YouTube channel Course Academy is dedicated to provide the clear and concise lesson to help you succeed. I regularly uploaded the new videos, especially physics and chemistry and mathematics, and covering all of the topics that related in your textbook. If you find my content valuable, now please request to subscribe the Course Academy my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the future uploads. Your support means a lot of thanks for watching. First of all, we have to discuss the most important letter. The first letter is that Write a letter to your father telling him about your health and progress in studies. Write a letter to your father requesting him to increase your monthly allowance. Write a letter to your father explaining the cause of your failure in the examination. Write a letter to your younger brother advising him to give attention to his studies and avoid bad company. Write a letter to your friend describing him or her your first impression of college life. Write a letter to your friend inviting him to attend the marriage of your sister. Write a letter to your younger brother suggesting some methods of improving English. Write a letter to your friend congratulating him on his success in the examination. Write a letter to your friend requesting him to lend you some books. Now we have to discuss the most important application. Write an application to the principal of your college for readmission in the college. Write an application to the principal of your college for issuance of character certificate. Write an application to the principal of your college for full fee concession. Write an application to the principal of your college for remission of fine. Write an application to the principal of your college for change of subjects. Write an application to the principal of your college for the refund of library fine or security fee. Write an application to the principal of your college apologizing for misconduct. Now we have to discuss the most important story. Honesty is the best policy. And another moral lesson about honesty is the best policy is which you never goes unrewarded. Full stack, pride hath a fall, all that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold is also the same moral. Appearance are always deceptive. Greed is curse, and greed is curse. The same morals can also be written on the exam. As you sow, so shall you reap. Tit for tat. He who digs a pit for others fall into it himself. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And other moral lessons same the friend in need is a friend indeed. Are beware of selfish friend, the slave and the lion. Do good, have good. And same moral do good, have good is kindness never goes unrewarded. God helps those who help themselves, and God helps those who help themselves. The same morals are no pain, no gain, or where there is a will, there is a way, or necessity is the mother of invention, or he who seeks finds. Union is strength, and the union is strength. The same moral is united you stand, divided you fall. A stitch in time says 9. Here we have completed all stories, letters and application. एंड आप तमाम स्टूडेंट से रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये तमाम लेटर्स एप्लीकेशंस एंड स्टोरीज को अच्छी तरीके से रिवाइज करें, याद करें एंड उम्मीद है इंशाल्लाह अजीज, ये 100% अश्योरिटी है कि ये एग्ज़ाम 2025 के अंदर इंग्लिश में पंजाब बोर्ड है, लाहौर बोर्ड, फेडरल बोर्ड है, ठीक है, या पंजाब का कोई भी बोर्ड है, तो इसमें से ये लाजमी तौर पर आएगा। लिहाजा आप तमाम स्टूडेंट से ये काइंडली रिक्वेस्ट है कि इन्हीं को अच्छे तरीके से रिवाइज करें, और अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो उसको मजीद इसमें बेहतरी लेकर आएं, ठीक है। एंड इसके अलावा आप तमाम स्टूडेंट से ये भी रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये तमाम जो लेटर्स, एप्लीकेशंस एंड स्टोरीज हैं, इनको आप फर्दर मजीद आगे फॉरवर्ड करें ताकि मजीद स्टूडेंट्स को भी बेहतरी हो सके। This is the descriptions about most important short questions of guest paper 2025 of class 11. And these questions are essentials and you must know them. These are non-negotiables and you are responsible for knowing these answers. These questions are critical for success. Memorize them thoroughly and are crucial, and you have to these memorized. These questions are extremely important and very likely appear on exams 2025. Pay close attention to these questions and understanding them is vital. The questions are highly relevant. Ensure you have a good grasp of the answers, and questions are the key and make them a priority in your studies. And these questions are fundamental to understanding the material. Knowing them is essential for moving forward. And these questions will help you succeed on exam 2025. Make sure them you learn and questions cover the core concept and memorize them will solidify your understanding. The questions are what I will be focusing on exam 2025. Be prepared, and these questions represent the most important information. Learning them is crucial for your overall grade. Hi dear students, if you are looking for helpful educational content especially related to exams and science subject, then you have come to the right place. My YouTube channel Course Academy is dedicated to providing clear and concise lessons to help you succeed. If you find my content valuable, please subscribe to Course Academy channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the future uploads. Your support means a lot of thanks for watching. Thanks a lot. Now we have to discuss the about short questions of book 1 All Lessons of English part 1. Unit 1. Why did Norma consider that the tune and attitude of Mr. Stewart offensive? What were the reasons Norma gave to her husband to accept the offer? Why did Arthur disagree with Norma? What is the significance of Arthur's life insurance policy? How was Arthur killed? What did message Norma receive on pushing the button? Unit 2. Did the doctor tell the old man? Why did not the old man follow the advice of the doctor? Why did Jesse's father take the steep path? Why did the son at the age of 6 cry? Where did the old man take his son? Why had the old man planted his secret garden? Unit 3. Why did Harry want to go back to Earth? How much dangerous or Martian virus can be? What did Harry feel after landing on Mars? What was the advice Harry gave to the people? How much social were the people on Mars? Unit 4. What was the nature of woman's job? What was the reaction of the woman? What happened to the boy when tried to snatch the earth? Why did the woman ask the boy to wash his face? How did the boy look physically? Unit 5. Why did the banana accuse Hubert of picking up the lost pocketbook? Why did George give the pocketbook to his employer? What made Hubert shameful? Why did Hubert keep claiming his innocence till his death? Why did the people make fun of his innocence? Unit 6. What did the tuber think of Jorgen's argument? What was the subject discussed at the club? What were Garjo's feelings on his success? What was the viewpoint of parents of Garjo? How did Garjo pursue his people to make his country strong? What were the arrangements made for the function of inauguration? Unit 7. What was the condition of the parents of sick girl on the arrival of the doctor? What was the behavior of the girl Matilda with the doctor? Why did the girl break the wooden blade? Why did the doctor called as a girl by the first name? Why did the parents keep the sick girl in the kitchen? Unit 8. What should be the role of a Qazi? What were the remedies suggested by the physician for the disease of the king? Why did the boy look to the sky and smile? Why did the king weep? How did the deceased king recover? Why was the advice given by the Nashirwan to his people? Unit 9. How did the camel man come their camel? What did the quick pretend to cure? How did the quick try to cure the old woman? Why did not the villagers let the old man be covered? What was the punishment inflicted upon the quick by the villagers? Why did the quick come back to the camel man? Unit 10. What are locusts? Why did the farmer throw wet leaves on fire? Why did the farmers do to keep the locusts away from their farm? What was the desire of every farmer? Why are locusts compared with bad weather? Unit 11. What are the qualities of veterans of creative suffering? What is Martin Luther King's dream? What were the cause of Negroes' discontentment? What should be the faith of Negroes? What should be the criterion of judgment of a person? Unit 12. How did the hair of Della look? Why were the gifts of Jim and Della useless for them? How were the Maggie and how did the Maggie want to celebrate their Christmas? Why did she feel proud in the beauty of her hair? Why did not Jim welcome when she stepped in? What was the wisdom in selling the most valuable things? What is the moral of the story? Unit 13. Describe the Maulvi's appearance. What did Shamim Ahmed do when Maulvi Abdul asked for the piece of cloth? How did Shamim Ahmed come to marry Mehroon? What were the feelings of Maulvi Abdul when he saw bare feet of his daughter? What kind of life did Maulvi Abdul lead before marriage? Unit 14. What sort of people came on the wall? Why did the driver of the truck speed away after the accident? Why did the people came out on the wall? Unit 15. What does the author like about Christmas? Why noble deeds are always a great joy for writer? Now we have to discuss the all short questions about Play Book 3. Play 1. What forced the girl to leave her car on the road? What did the girl see when she reached near the car? Why could not the girl describe the killer? What was the condition of the weather? When did she ask for the help from the first man? Why did she ask for the help for the first man? Why did the second man accuse the first man of lying? Why did the second man take the girl to the window? Did the girl become suspicious for the first man as she play progresses? Why did the girl refuse to go with the second man? Why did not the company the second man? What are the factors that the play a role in saving the girl? How did the girl realize the truth? What is the significance of the storms in the play? What kind of play is heat loitering? Play 3. How did Kratos prove his extraordinary powers? How does Kratos impress general power? What is the theme of Kratos' study on the Earth? Compare and contrast the people of two planets. How much advanced is the civilization of Kratos? How damaging is violence in life? Write a brief note on general power. Write a brief note on general power. Describe Kratos' appearance. What is the hobby of Kratos? Can the people of the Earth compete with those of Kratos' planet? What is the theme of Kratos' study? Who is John? What is his role in the play? What type of life do you foresee in the year 5000? How impressive was the moral of Kratos? What does Kratos tell General Power what is thinking? Play 3. Why does Clay need money? What is Harry's philosophy? What is Miss McClellan looking for? How does she feel about the children of the town? How does Mary emphasize that there is a pearl in the oyster? What did Clay find near the rock? Describe the people okay by the sea. What does Clay want to put in the local newspaper? What has happened to Clay's father? What kind of gadget does the writer describe? According to Harry, how does one bring merriment to the tired old human heart? What does the writer do with the oyster? How does Miss McThorne feel about her job? What does Harry advise Miss to do? What does Clark give Harry for what purposes? Book 2 Poems. Poem 1. What is the theme of the poem The Rain? How does the sun shine after rain? Why does the poet call the upper leaves rich leaves? How can a rainy day be enjoyed? Poem 2. What does the rain bring? What function night mail perform? What is night mail? From which places does the night mail pass? How do the birds and dogs react as the night mail passed by? What happens when the train passes by the farms? Poem 3. What time of the year is mentioned in the first stanza? How does the cherry tree look? Poem 4. Signify the title or where are you going? Poem 5. What are the feelings of poet standing in the dark? What has the poet used common balls to describe the fruits? Describe the streets of fruit stalls. Poem 6. What does the poet reflect seeing the Sindhi woman? What does the Sindhi woman cross? What picture of cross Islam's do you get after reading the poem? Poem 7. What is the time importance for every work? What is the central idea of the poem time? Poem 8. Who was Ozymandias? What does the statue indicate? Give a character sketch of Ozymandias. What was written on the pedestal of the statue? What did the traveler see in the desert? Poem 9. What is the theme of the poem The Feed? Why is the mother sparrow holding the millet in her beak? What is the limna of the mother sparrow? Poem 10. Why is modern man hollow man? What is theme of the poem The Hollow Man? What do hollow man mean? Poem 11. What is the central idea of the poem Lear? Poem 12. What is worse than slavery? What has made the effort of Muslims fruitless? Who was Abraham? What was the faith of Abraham? Poem 13. Why do people in the poem look powerless and helpless? Describe the scene of devastation. How did the Japanese bear the pains of Black Day? Under what circumstances had the victims to pass through? Why does the poet feel helpless on the death of his friend? What does a person remember God? Without whose love Bulla in loss and why? Poem 15. Why does Mansur mount the gallows? Poem 16. How many attributes are mentioned in the poem God's attributes? What are effects of attributes of God? What makes one scared of sinning? How does God's attributes save us from sins? What are effects of attributes of God? Poem 17. What are the things that keeps a person alive? Poem 18. What is the effect of love? Is life worth living without love? Now, dear students, you are requested to memorize all of these important short questions of Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3, First Year English Part 1 Annual Exam 2025. And inshallah, all of these questions will be held in this exam. No, Allah Hafiz.